The fact of the matter is, Tony Ferguson would have finished that Darce. Moving on to the robbery of the night, Charles Oliveira versus Arman Tsarukyan.
Yeah.
This fight was so fun to watch, but the fans, this is proof to me that fans do not read how to judge fights from what I saw in comment sections.
Oh yeah, the judges don't read the rules, so how to expect the fans to do it.
So it's whoever comes closer to finishing the fight, usually whether that be a knockdown or a close sub attempt, that they're counted as the same basically. And we see Oliveira get the closest sub attempt, and while Arman's sub attempt just didn't even, this specifically talking round 3.
Yeah.
Because we all know round 1 Oliveira, round 2 Arman.
I don't even know if we can call Arman's an actual sub attempt. I don't think he got that far. He was going for that position, but he didn't actually attempt a submission. Like it wasn't really close at all.
Yeah, no, it wasn't close at all. It's like that just wasn't a sub. And I saw Weasel arguing that because he sub attempt Oliveira, that means it offsets. Really. And I was just like, I don't know if that offsets what Oliveira did.
Yeah, no.
But if you look on the striking on the feet, both didn't do much. Oliveira did land the hardest strike of the round. However, Arman did land more heavier strikes, but there wasn't necessarily anything that really could give one the edge over the other. But that Darce choke at the end,
the way all around.
That easily that's equivalent to a knockdown, and I don't know what the judges are thinking. I don't know what the fans are thinking.
Let me tell you what the fans are thinking.
Oh, I know what the Islam Arman fans. Oh my gosh.
No, they're just thinking control time means win.
Oh
and
my gosh.
The rules.
I've seen that many times.
I know.
Whenever I see that,
the rules.
Read the rules. But as I say that, every single time someone says someone wins via control time, an angel dies. We gotta stop killing angels, damn it.
Please, yes. So just for everyone's awareness, the rules say the following. Well, actually, I'm just gonna... instead of reading it, I'm just gonna put it on screen. I think that's better for everyone.
Yeah, that'll be better.
But, basically, control time means nothing. The thing that matters most, and this is something Weasel actually gets wrong, even though he talks about it so often, it's just like impact. Okay, impact, right? Not damage necessarily, but impact. So whatever gets the fight closest to an end, right? And that means knockdowns or powerful strikes if there are no knockdowns or something like that. And in the grappling, a submission attempt, the closer it is, the more impactful it is. That's how we measure impact, right? Please, someone tell me what either fighter did that was anywhere close as impactful as that Darce on that round. Please let me know.
Arman didn't even land ground and pound when he was on top in round 3.
Right.
That.
Yeah, if you go back to the fight, there was they were basically striking. It was pretty even, maybe an edge to Arman because he threw more strikes, but they were kind of none of them were really hard. And then some scrambles, control. Arman did, just kept position. Charles scrambles, gets the Darce. Right?
Yeah.
So...
and it was just such a weird fight. I will say, going to our pre-fight breakdown when I was talking about the grappling, I talked about Arman's control, his top game, and how he likes to smother and work in zero room. And we saw that happen exactly in the fight. You saw Arman like to work in zero space. He did struggle to control Oliveira.
100%, especially in that first round.
Yeah.
Well, in the second he did a lot of damage, but I think the first round he realized, he was saying he's not he's only good at taking the back and getting a rear naked choke. And the first round, he almost gets a guillotine. But I'm gonna steal a bit of insight from I forget what his actual name is. One of the Gracies who trains with Brian Ortega. I forget his actual name. Starts with an R, of course.
Royce, Renzo,
I think. I think is Renzo Gracie. I forget. It's one of the young ones. Anyway, popular one. I'm gonna steal some insight from him. That the reason why the guillotine failed is because Oliveira's legs, when he locked his legs around Arman's hips, they slipped through the shorts, so the grip wasn't as good. Like the body lock, wasn't as strong, and that gave just enough space for Arman to breathe. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about, also stealing this from him, is that when Arman went kind of limp at the very end, that's actually fine.
That's a defense.
Yeah, that is part of defending Dars, and like with some time, Charles could have adjusted, but he didn't have enough time. But the submission was fully locked in, though.
Yeah, that is like a close submission.
Yeah, that's very close. Yeah, the only adjustment that was needed was basically what, you can see it in Tony against Veneta, I think, where like you reach for the legs of your opponent and like turn them on their side, and then you just use that as leverage. But yeah, so Arman did well defending both submissions. But yeah,
you gotta give that fight. I will say, close fight. I love that fight. That fight was fun to watch.
Very fun.
And I've talked. I was surprised on the feet as well. Oliveira did not do what I expected him to do on the feet.
Yeah, he was definitely less dynamic and aggressive than usual, but I think it's because of Arman's takedown threat. Maybe not sure.
Maybe
he also looked gassed in the third round.
He did. He started backing up in the third round, which got me very worried.
Yeah, for sure. But I still think he won, though.
I do too.
But I think a lot of people think it's just cope. But I'll say this: Arman, I think, won the fight as an abstract concept. Maybe, actually, I don't even know because too close submission. I don't know. It's hard to say, but he looked better at the end. But if we read the rules, Charles won the match. The MMA match.
By the UFC's rules, which are the
MMA unified rules, right?
MMA unified rules. And let's get into some of those rules.